know if the game will be family friendly. All right, there's a marker for Bird Tree. Okay, we are beginning Song of Horror. Once again, this is a horror game, so you have been warned. I don't know how intense this is going to get. Prelude, a Friday like any other. New game. To my little Asa something? Is it a music box? But we're just jumping right into this, aren't they? This is like the night is dark and full of terrors vibes. Oh, I know what that box is. It's a bidet. I don't know who that guy is. I already like him. Rational. He sees a box. There's spooky coming out of the box. He's like, close that, mother mucker. Get that out of here. We are done with that. Very rational fellow. I already like him. Have you played Outlast 2? Yes, that is possibly the scariest game possibly the scariest thing I've experienced in my life. It is up on the second YouTube channel if you wish to watch it. ! YouTube. Daniel's apartment. Hi, Daniel.
Home sweet home.
Oh, okay. WASD. My old flashlight. It saved me more than once in the great outdoors. Yeah, no, we're gonna turn that back on and we're gonna leave that on forever. Those bring back really good memories. I plan to spend my Sunday on this couch listening to jazz. My videotape collection. I've got quite a few westerns and cop movies. I can't wait to see the next X-Files episode. Is this like 90s? I should sell that old thing once and for all. What is it, a bike? Not the greatest pizza I've had, but it hits the spot. Damn, I closed the curtains again. I'll end up killing this poor plant. Okay. Man, the toilet drain stinks as usual. Why are you sniffing the toilet drain? Oh my gosh.
Crikey, seriously?
My vacation is getting interrupted so soon.
Hello?
Daniel, it's me, Etienne. Hey, we've got a bit of a
Etienne.
major emergency going on here.
I loved your work in
You're
balloons.
joking. Friday evening, and there's an emergency?
This is serious business. Sebastian Husher is nowhere to be found, and his manuscript should have been at the office by Tuesday. He won't answer his calls, and he hasn't shown up at his office at the university. He's vanished into thin air.
Oh, don't screw with me, Etienne. Call him on Monday, or send a courier for him. I just got in the door less than 5 minutes ago.
I'd go myself, but I've got to attend Albert's performance in half an hour. Plus, Husher's house is closer to your place than it is to mine. Come on, man. The sooner you go, the sooner you'll get back home.
You're going to owe me a big fat favor.
Whatever you want. Write this down. 4 Abbott Thomas Road, in the old housing developments along Highway EB-15.
EB-15? Good God, that's out in the sticks. I plan to take a few days off after this.
Well, we'll talk about that once you find him. Oh, and if he gives you the manuscript, don't show it to anyone. And don't go selling it off to the highest bidder.
I'll see what I can do. We'll ring you up when I get back.
Thanks, Dan. You're saving my skin.
You think the guy with the spooky box at the beginning is the guy that we're going to find?
Another Friday evening and I'm working as an errand boy. I suppose they're too important over at Wake Publishers to come looking for jolly old Husher themselves. Shit. Even I should be too important for that. Though I mustn't overstretch my complaints. Rising from my lot as a drunkard and financial ruin to that of an errand boy is actually quite an improvement. If only things had gone a bit better for the company, or I'd got on the wagon a bit sooner. Damn, Sophie did the right thing when she divorced me. I would have divorced myself in her place. Daniel Neuer, the bloody alcoholic.
Was like an AA meeting?
Chin up, you. That is Daniel Neuer, the bloody ex-alcoholic, after all. Wake Publishers employee by day, Wake Publishers screwed over lackey by evening. Even Friday evenings. But if I could find Husher, I have a feeling my status at the company would rise quite a bit. After all, he is the publishing firm's biggest star. Let's cross our fingers and hope he's home.
Is this a request game by patrons? Mm-mm. The Husher Mansion is a large 19th century colonial house property of Sebastian P. Husher, acclaimed professor and historical fiction author. It has been requested that I play another horror game, and this is one that I got during Steam Halloween. Along with many others that we've already played through, such as Amnesia Rebirth. Hey, Lord Seppo.
Hey, Muck.
Thank you for the reset, buddy. Appreciate that. Prelude. A Friday like any other. Oh, the door is already propped open. That can only be a good sign. That just means that this guy's extremely welcoming, right? A tricycle. I didn't know Husher had kids. Why take the side door when I can take the main one? Man, this really takes me back to older games with like the camera angles and stuff. A newspaper. That murderer they arrested about a week ago is on the front page.
Hello? Is that music? I'd better take a look.
You better not. The game's called Song of Horror. Light source. Each character has a light source. To turn it off and on, press F. Once it's on, you can choose the direction in which you want to point the light. To do so, use the mouse. This will allow you to illuminate specific areas and also help you interact with objects that might not be in front of your character. Your light source will never run out. Use it as much as you need. Oh, that's way less stress. I like that. Alright, well, we're just gonna have this on forever. They look like travel guides. The clock marks 12? Guess it needs fixing. All the clocks in my house are flashing 12 because of the power outage. That's a lot of clothes. Is there anyone home? The alarm seems disabled. Much better. If it goes off, I'll have a lot of explaining to do. There's a dead guy in the shower. I'm much better since I stopped drinking. Maybe I could ask Sophie out. I don't want to mess this up. Not again. A lot of clothes. Is anyone home? Husher is in front, is in a lot of these framed pictures. The rest must be family, I guess. These paintings are depressing. I'd never put them up in my place. I'm trying to interact with whatever that is on the ground to the left. I can't find the right spot for it. With so many people in the house, it's no wonder no one ever answered Etienne's calls. If I break that, my grandsons will finish paying it off. History fiction, fun to read, although I prefer the newspaper. a camera, or rather a fake camera. A respectable amount of books. A respectable amount of books. I wonder who this is. Mostly noir and police thrillers. These I like. Grammar and reference books. I guess those come in handy when Husher is writing. Books, books, more books. Japanese swords. Anything from that country is popular now thanks to those stupid cartoons. It looks like this drawer is jammed shut. Man, this guy is messier than I am. He said fighting words. I can't interact. Oh, what? Oh, I have to raise the light to it. That's why. The deer's head is almost as big as I am. Wait, let me go try to interact with that thing in the hallway now that I know how to do it. I have to, like, lower the light to it. That's weird. What are all these suitcases doing here? Okay, there we go. Not essential. Controls are very clunky. Hopefully there's not a run for your life scene. A chessboard really suits the highbrow feel of the house. Look at all of those bottles. To think they almost ruined my life. What a beauty. Must sound like an angel. History and art magazine. Thanks. History and art magazines, I've got nothing against them, but I bet they'd bore me to death. Scariest moment in Song of Horror so far goes to Beansy. Nice record player, looks vintage. Decorative fruit, the expensive porcelain kind. I guess they don't want anyone to think they're poor. Documents and items. You found an examinable item. Inspect it to gain information by pressing E. To examine the backside, use the mouse. You can access your inventory and collect documents at any time by pressing I or J. Dear Sebastian, how are you? To be completely honest, I must admit that we are all impatiently awaiting your last work. My dear friend, I must ask a favor of you. Enclosed with this letter, you will find one of the latest items we have purchased at the store, an ornate music box with fascinating engravings. The craftsmanship is astonishing, but something else has caught my eye. Or perhaps I should say, my ear. The melody, Sebastian. It's peculiar. You have to listen for yourself. I've never heard the song before, and my attempts at finding the score or the name of the composer have failed. I cannot for the life of me get that melody out of my head. Would you be willing to help me find any clues regarding this box and its mysterious melody? I would be forever grateful. With the warmest of wishes, Isaac Farber. P.S. I've also enclosed the little information I managed to find about said box. Letter addressed to Sebastian P. Husher, 25 Abbott Thomas Road 4.
Interesting.
Okay. You know what would be funny is if the box was playing like Darude Sandstorm.
How can there be a door there?
Oh, that's... looks like something we're never gonna touch. There's a classical music album on the record player. There's stuff lying all over the place. It reminds me of my college dorm. This radio has to be older than me, and are those rifles real? This guy likes to hunt. Sophie would have a fit if she saw this. Well, there's nothing in here. Pretty crazy. All right. I guess we'll have to call Etienne and say that we couldn't find Husher. I mean, we tried. He can't be mad about it. We'll We'll check upstairs, since there was absolutely nothing down here. Family portraits, I guess. They look old. Man, that mirror is dirty. They're all covered in dust. This place hasn't been cleaned in days. A matchbox. Can't think of any reason to burn the house down yet. Really? I think I saw one on the way here. Oh wait, those rooms just connect. Okay. What about that side room? What's in here? The music is coming from the opposite direction. I need to find whoever's playing the music box. I really don't feel that. I'm not feeling that feeling at all. Needing to find the music box.
No, the music isn't coming from upstairs.
So? Dang it. All right. Wait a minute. Why's the window open? Did I look over here? I don't remember looking over here. Oh yeah, I did. I remember the dirty mirror. Hi, Serby. Don't lock. Alright, cool.
I'd hardly taken a step forward when I heard the door close behind me. When I turned around, the door wasn't there anymore. And all that was left of it was a strange shadow on the wall. I searched.
Time to burn that house down.
And I screamed until my throat began to burn. The candles started to run out, as did the batteries in my torch. From within the most suffocating darkness, the hours went by, until turning into days, and I began to fall in and out of a restless sleep. I would hear voices, sometimes right next to me.
Yo, this is just jumping right into it.
Times a few yards away. It seemed like they were coming from the other side of the wall. Desperate cries, howling in horror, and sometimes, the worst of all, a vast, oppressive silence would fall, seeming to emanate from everywhere and nowhere all at once. There was nobody there, just hallucinations, nightmares, black nothingness, and the song from that music box. Trapped in this impossible place, I wondered if I was going to die there.
Three days later.
Etienne, do you have any news on Daniel yet?
Oh, Sophie. No. We've been calling him at home all day, but there's no response. Do you know if he's got a mobile phone?
No, I don't think so, and if he does, he doesn't tend to keep it on him.
Oh, man. I think I should pass by the Husher place when I leave, just to see if they know anything.
Husher the writer? Your client?
Yeah. I sent Daniel over there on Friday.
Dude, are we
I
gonna
haven't
play
heard
different
from him
people and
since.
just feed them all
What's
to this
the
music
address?
boss?
I'm going to stop by Daniel's place, and if I don't find him, I can go around and ask about him.
The house on the outskirts of town, on Highway EB-15. Number 4, Abbott Thomas Road. It's a big house.
Okay, I'm headed over. Call me if you find him.
Of course.
Same to you.
Chat, the name Etienne, is that French? I feel like I heard somewhere that that was a French name. It's French for Stephen. Oh, I learned something today. Sophie von Denend, age 40. Oh my gosh, they just put her age out there? Light source candle. Life at, wait, what? I feel like I'm at the character selection screen for, what is that game? Is it Left 4 Dead? Life has put Sophie to the test many times, but she always pulls through. It was thanks to this resilience that she summoned the strength to put an end to her failing marriage with Daniel. Oh, this is the ex-wife! Sophie, who runs a well-known art gallery, is now enjoying the ever-elusive prosperity she has always longed for. Speed, stealth, strength, serenity. Scented candles! When I light one, everything around me feels safer and more peaceful.
Sorry late to stream, but congrats on your new partnership and thank you so much for 15 months of enjoyment every single day.
The
Mukluk
pauses.
bobble, Mukluk bobble.
SM Fox, you're very welcome, and thank you for the resub, buddy. Appreciate that and the kind words. Etienne, a confident, self-made man, is sales manager at Wake Publishing, making him Daniel's direct supervisor. In his role as personal assistant, Daniel has become somewhat of an errand boy, but Etienne is slowly giving him greater responsibilities. Although they love to complain about working together, they have grown fond of each other, developing a friendship outside of work that neither of them likes to admit. Note folder. Writing on anything important is the secret to remembering. Alexander Laskin. Wait, hold on. How many characters are there? Alina? Sophie. Okay, I'll read the other two. Alexander and his wife Masha are housekeepers at writer Sebastian P. Huscher's mansion. Watching over the author's children is one of their many household duties. The Russian couple of Christian faith moved to Europe in the early 80s in an attempt to flee from a mysterious past that Alexander rarely, if ever, speaks of. Metal hip flask. Take a good swig from the flask to soothe your nerves when danger lurks. Always worked for me. Alina is a passionate, hands-down type of learner, always eager to get her hands dirty at work. Happy and energetic, she's traveled the world with her sister in search of a better life for them both. Now working as an electrical technician at Monolith Security, Alina is part of a highly qualified tech support team repairing high-end home security systems for exclusive clients. If it doesn't work very well, it picks up a lot of weird interference. Walkie-talkie. All right, I'm most interested in what's going to happen when she visits this house. So I'm going to click her, and I hope it advances that story. I'm guessing each of them have their own little bit of story. I'm not sure. Daydreamer redeemed the party potato. Sure. Examining objects around you will give you practical information as well as an inside look into your character. I couldn't read the last bit. Stephane, Estienne, Etienne, just like how in English you have John, Ian, and Sean, all from Hebrew, Yochanan. I didn't know John, Ian, and Sean had any relation to one another until this moment. Does she have anything to say about the bicycle? A tricycle. It's wet and beginning to rust, must have been here for days. Totally jammed, probably hasn't been opened for years. Well, we tried. Daniel's car is here, so he's either inside the house or that bloody junker finally broke down. Oh, I can't leave. A newspaper that's been through a storm. I can hardly read a word. One, the Huscher Mansion.
The door was open. Is there anybody home? Huh.
A burglar alarm. How modern. A moat with crocodiles would be more fitting in this home. Someone opened the shower curtain. There are greasy fingerprints all over the glass. There weren't earlier. Who's been fondling the glass? Is there a light switch somewhere? Books in the foyer? You won't find me complaining. The clock is turn of the century. Just lovely, though the time isn't set properly. Coat's hung up, somebody must be home. Hang on just a second. Next redeem is our boy Dennis. What's this? Oh god, it looks scary. Packed suitcases, they're everywhere, but were they arriving or departing? Tears in the Wind by Liam Edelman. It's lovely melancholy and has macabre touches. God, I've started to think the same way I talk to clients about works of art. Open sesame. Oh, I don't remember this room. Did we miss this room when we were Daniel? An old bicycle, a tad broken down, but still pretty. Is this the garage? I love motorcycles, but I've never mustered the courage to drive one, especially with Daniel telling me how dangerous they are. Daniel, you could have had a biker wife, and you scared her. An old metal box. A rusty old metal box, closed shut. It says fuses. Okay. Boiler functioning, upper panel, shut down, press left button, start, press central button, emptying, press the right button. In case of malfunction, preventing correct boiler functioning, you can perform an emergency shutdown by keeping the blue button pressed for 4 seconds. Oh, I could have just hit that. I didn't need to squint at it. Here's the boiler. It is receiving no electricity like the rest of the home. Oh, is that why it's so dark? A disorderly pile of tools, but no flathead screwdriver. Someone's gonna stab me with a flathead screwdriver. Didn't one of the Resident Evil games I got stabbed with a screwdriver? I don't miss it. I can't open it. I think it's locked from the inside. My dear eccentric husband, I left your key in the top drawer of your bureau in the library. The children have been very nervous lately. We need to talk about this as soon as you get back, and I don't want them playing with it. Hey, look, it's the Tree of Birds. How are you today? Hi, Birdtree. The Death Marches by Carla Shlomo. I was inspired by the prison transfers, which took place in World War II. I wouldn't put it up in my home. Old photos of family trips and such. A pile of suitcases. Seems a bit much even for a long journey, but I don't think they're moving either. What if I just try to go upstairs?
I should take a look on this floor first.
We should call the freaking cops. How about that? Instead of just poking around some other dude's house where missing people have been happening with a scented candle. Carving on the chess pieces is exquisite. Wait, what did that say? It's been years since I've seen one of these telephones, since we sold my parents' old house. Was it like a rotary phone? Historical novels like those authored by Husher. Cheap entertainment, but devilishly addictive. Lovely camera. Wait, it's only a replica. A world globe from the 18th century. Hushery must deal with some very choice collectors. I must admit, I could spend weeks on end in this library. Macabre tales, noir novels, and oh, Psycho by Robert Bloch. Enchanting. Dictionaries, atlases, and manuals in a variety of languages. It looks like Husher does research before writing. I can hardly resist the temptation to take one of them. Japanese swords, both look authentic. I could even imagine them as museum pieces. I see a key in the drawer, but it's jammed. I've got to lubricate it somehow. Chat, think we could find some butter in here somewhere? And Olivetti from the 1940s, Husher's an old-fashioned even when it comes to his work, though I admit it is quite lovely.